My coworker saw my bank account the other day and it said $25 and we don't get paid for another like 2 weeks. And he was like, how are you surviving? Like, how do you even live off $25? I'll tell you if you really want to know how I budget and save. I sleep. Literally, you have to have no obligations. Just sleep. Because if you're sleeping, you can't be spending money. Period.
How are we doing? Went to the grocery store. Let me show you what I got. It was just a quick run. Trash bags, a few command strips, only 2 pre-made food things, and 2 little Easter basket type things that I'm gonna put in. Little magnets. That's it. That's all I got. $121.
Have landlords lost their minds? My roommate moved out a few months ago, so I currently live in a 2-bed, 2-bath by myself. And the price that I am paying for rent for a 2-bed, 2-bath with 2 parking spaces is the same amount of money I would be paying for a studio in Los Angeles, California. I feel like our whole perspective is warped because I hear people talking about, oh, I found a studio for $2,000. What a good deal. I just can't even process what is happening with rent costs in LA and also around the whole country. How is anybody affording rent? How?
Tell me why the fuck I went to Walmart. This is all I purchased. That's it. In a nutshell, cat litter, home fragrance, deodorant, dry shampoo, 2 candles off-brand, a sleep t-shirt, a sleep pant, mouthwash, toothpaste, and that's it. Y'all want to know what this totaled? $198.72. Get the fuck out of here. Oh, and 5 protein drinks, almost $5 a fucking piece.
Okay, y'all, I might be an unk for real because since when is cereal $8 a box? What the hell? And the box looks smaller than it ever was. Let me find out. Not only are they inflating prices, but they're making the boxes smaller. Like, I don't know because, I wasn't paying for shit, but I'm almost positive that cereal was never almost $10 a box for a little ass box. Like, am I tripping?
I just wanted to tell y'all I spent $100 at the grocery store on these items. $100 for 5 bags, 2 items, a drink, and some chicken, and some vegetables. The fuck going on in America?
I'm gonna show you the craziest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. You ready? This is our electric bill for 1 month. We live in the beautiful state of Connecticut. Our total supply that we used for the month was $236.71. The transmission was $87.01. The local delivery, I don't know how the fuck they deliver it, but we have to pay for it. It's $175.16. And then we have a thing called public benefits. So this is the people who can't pay for their electric bill. And we pay for it. It's $227.76. So I am paying to keep somebody else's lights on. Excuse me, what?
This is what I'm struggling with in America right now in my 20s. Why is everything so expensive? Why am I making more money waitressing than I would make using my college degree? I barely have a life. I have 2 days off and I work Wednesday to Sunday, doubling just to pay my bills. At 22 years old, all of my bills are in my name. I have no help. How are y'all affording housing? In Myrtle Beach, a 1-bedroom apartment is $1,500. Bullshit. How are y'all getting insurance, going to the doctor, getting medicine? And then some of us are trying to be TikTok influencers. Who knows where that's going to get me? Me and my boyfriend are saving, but we barely see each other during the week, and it feels like we're working our asses off for nothing. Do we need to move somewhere for a better job opportunity that we don't know about? Do any of y'all really know what you want to do with your life right now? It is so scary being in America right now. If you can relate to this, if you have any advice, please comment and let me know. It's ridiculous.
Does anyone else feel like they're absolutely fucking drowning financially? As a single 29-year-old woman, I have 3 jobs. And I'm still fucking struggling. And I'm just getting myself farther and farther into credit card debt because I don't have enough after the first of the month to avoid using it. It just isn't working. Full-time job. Not doing it. Got a second job. It's barely doing it. The third job. Hit or miss. If I even get paid on time. I feel like I'm drowning and I don't know what to do. I don't know if any industry is doing well right now. I used to be a server. I used to have all this cash every night whenever I would walk out with cash. And I don't have that anymore. And I don't even know if they're doing okay right now. Like, I have seriously considered quitting my full-time good job to go back to serving. Because at least I can just like use my personality and try to get more money than minimum wage or what an entry-level job pays people nowadays. It's fucking sick. Try to call my mom. She didn't answer. Snapchat my friends about this because I just needed a vent, but I just feel like I'm drowning. It's like, okay, do I just find a boyfriend so I can split everything with him? Like, sorry, like, I'm too stubborn and I just want what I want. And I just can't do that or be that way. So yeah, friends, I might say no to your weddings. I might say, and I have said no to bachelorette parties, and I just can't. I just fucking can't. But is it anyone else? Or am I just a dumb bitch with money? Because I used to not be. My credit used to be fucking phenomenal. Credit card bill, paid it all off every single time. It's not like that. It can't be like that anymore. Oh my God, this is so long.
How are y'all making it? No, literally, how are y'all making it? Because, little backstory, I decided back in January that I was going to monetize on this app. Every dollar I made, no matter how big, how small, was going to go to a savings account, and that was going to be money for a down payment on our house. Because if you don't know, me, my husband, and our 2 kids are living with my parents. Spoiler alert, that's not happening. We're having to take that money I'm making and use it to get by until the next week. On top of my husband's income. My husband's making the most money he's ever made. And this is the brokest we've ever been. Make it make sense. I'm not a bougie bitch. I might get my lashes done, but my friends do my hair. I don't get my nails done. Like, I'm really not that high maintenance. We try to live within our means. We truly do. It's like, no matter how much you don't go out to eat, no matter how much you don't spend money, you're still gonna be broke. Why? Because that is the world that we live in. So I know I'm not as educated as I should be when it comes to voting. All I know is that shit was a lot better 4 years ago. I could afford to breathe and I had my own house. Right now, nobody can afford housing. Nobody can afford food. And if you can, congratulations, because you're far and few. So please, for the love of God, take that into consideration come November and make a change, because I am tired. I am tired of living like this.
Who are these people that are affording groceries, going to the grocery store every week, spending $300, $400 a week, and they're just like, whatever. It's cool. It's pocket change. Seriously, not me. Family of 5. I have little children. Little. They're 12, 10, and 5. I don't even have teens living in my house yet. And I'm just like, just went to Market Basket, spent $338. Family of 5. That's pretty good, honestly. Only got $20 of non-food stuff, and the only meat I got was sausage, like turkey sausage links, and chicken. Like, for the week. Not a lot of chicken. And I'm just like, what? How are we doing it? How are you affording groceries? How are we doing this? I remember being a teen and going to my friend's house, or people come to my house, and we would just like eat all the strawberries, all the chips, drink all the orange juice in one day. I wonder if my parents and their parents were like wanting to like wring our necks at that point, you know, because they're like, that is expensive. You just ate $25 in fruit. Obviously it wasn't $25 then, but you get the point.
I'm getting fed up with the prices of groceries. The price of groceries are too fucking sky high, and some things need to change. because to be spending $1,000 a month cash in groceries, if not more, it might be more than $1,000. I'm like, how is that possible? Like, I just went shopping last week and I spent over $300. This week the food's gone. The whole 6 days later, literally 6, not even 7 days, 6 days later, the food's pretty much gone. The fridge is bare. I'm like, how? Because $300 don't get you shit. That's how. So when you used to be able to go and spend, $150 and fill up your cabinet's fridge, and now it lasts you a couple weeks, $300 is not lasting anybody a week. Like, dude, shit needs to change. Either I'm going to start walking my happy ass out with those carts, just like people used to do back in the days of addiction, but filled with TVs and electronics. My shit's going to be filled with food. I don't care.
I know the economy is literal shit right now, but why does everything have to just keep getting so expensive and like literally so unaffordable for so many people? It's ridiculous. I get my nails done. Yes, I took some time off. Yes, it is like a luxury that I can afford to get my nails done, but it's getting to the point that it's like a little bit crazy. Like $85 to get French tips. Like, I don't get a manicure, I don't get anything crazy. $85. Like, what is happening? I know things have to like go up in price, with whatever, but like, inflation, are you kidding me? It should not be this bad. Even with like apartments, everybody wants to increase apartments and the rent. You're kidding. Nobody can afford it. My salary does not increase just because you want to increase rent.
How are people affording life right now? How are people tackling this cost of living on the average American salary? I just watched a TikTok of a teacher who makes a teacher's salary. I don't know what state she's in, so I don't know how much she makes, but her 1-bedroom apartment is $2,000. And when she spends $2,000 on that 1-bedroom apartment, it doesn't even come with a washer and dryer. So she has to go pay an additional $2 every time she wants to use their washer and dryer. Okay, like, how does that leave her any extra money to spend? And then she said she had a $400 car payment, which some people were bashing her on that. But in today's economy with interest rates, that's really not that bad. And I'm sure she needs a dependable car. So you talk about teacher's salary, $2,000 in rent, $400 car payment. You got insurance, you got groceries, electricity. Like, I don't understand how people are affording life right now, and it really makes me sad for some people. You have people who are like her. She's single, she has her own salary, or families where it just works out best for them, for the mother to stay home. And if the father is just making an average American salary, how are they affording life without going in a bunch of debt? This lady who's a teacher started crying because she said she realizes on her salary and where she lives, she will actually end up in more debt. Then, like, she will just continue to accrue more debt and more debt and more debt because her salary is not matching the cost of living. And what's sad is I've seen people be like, just spend less. Listen, guys, the cost of living is rising and our salaries are stagnant, okay? So there's not just spend less. That's not the problem here. The problem is the cost of living is outrageous, and minimum wage in some states is still $7.25. Teachers in some states are still paid a ridiculously low salary, even though their job is super important. I don't know what we can do about this, but I'm just going on a rant because it really, really pisses me off.
I'm ugly crying right now because I have not made any money at all, and unemployment still hasn't paid me, and I've had a couple people interested in taking my apartment, but then they just fell through last second, and I'm like, we're days away from July 1st, and I was like, I have no idea how I'm gonna pay rent. Like, I had no idea, and I've have like half of it. And I just won this fucking giveaway, which I was just like, oh, this is cool. Like, I won like a travel, so I was like, I can use this for my birthday, because it was just like a travel gift card. And they go, yeah, we can give this to you, or you can pick cash. You can choose your prize. And I'm like, there was no cash in the giveaway stuff below. Like, it never said anything about cash. And I'm like, wait, what? I was like, how does the cash work? And they're like, we'll just Venmo you. And I'm like, I literally responded, I was like, you guys don't even know how much, like, you're blessing me right now. Like, this is insane. Like, so I knew I won, and I was like, okay, let's just wait, because, like, you don't know if it's actually gonna happen. And they just fucking Venmoed me the money. And I'm like, I really needed it, and now I can pay my rent, and I have like another month to like find a job and figure things out instead of like scrambling and being super stressed. It just feels unreal, and it's weird because I just was talking about like I had this feeling like I wasn't supposed to leave and sublet. Like I had a feeling like something was gonna work out. I had no idea what. And this giveaway today, like I can't even believe it. Like I'm just so blessed. Unreal.
Serious question here. How much are you spending a week on groceries? I was just having this conversation the other day with my friends, and they were like, yeah, I'm spending like $100 a week on groceries. And I'm like, I'm spending at least close to $300 a week on groceries. Sometimes more, sometimes less, but definitely close to $300 a week. Anytime I step into Publix or Wegmans, I can get like 5 items, and it's definitely going to be like $100 minimum. It's crazy. I do buy a lot of organic foods. Wegmans, I love their like pre-made foods that all you have to do is put in the oven. I buy like a ton of those for myself usually because I work from home and I don't have a lot of time to cook lunch. But those are expensive. They're like $10 to $12 for each of them. And I work from home, 5 days a week. And then you have the weekends. So I'm spending close to like $300 a week, and I'm kind of sick of it. Like I'm sick of how much things cost in general, but how expensive groceries are. And I just want to know like how much, and I have a family of 5, so myself, my husband, and 3 children. 2 of my kids wear pull-ups at night. They're fully potty trained during the day, but they do wear pull-ups at night, so obviously that's extra cost. And then of course paper towels, toilet paper, things like that. We go through those so fast. I buy a lot of organic foods, things like that. So it's just really expensive, and I just want to know like average cost for where you live. Like, what are you spending a week on groceries? I live in North Carolina, and I go to Wegmans, Trader Joe's, Publix, Target, Harris Teeter. I'm not big on like, and I hate to say this, but I really don't look at like how much things cost. I really should, but if I want something, I just buy it, and I need to get better about that. But I know like organic food is just going to cost me more, and I'm like, are there places I should go that organic food costs less? If so, I need to go to those places. But I just want to know like how much does your family spend a week on groceries, and what are your like money saving tips when it comes to that? Now, mind you, like I do have a grocery budget, and it's like $250 a week usually is my grocery budget, and I usually hit that pretty quickly. And I'm like, am I the only one who's spending this much money on groceries? Like, this is embarrassing. So I'm just curious, where you are in the world, what are you spending?
I have not had beef in so long, and this is why. Bro, we are literally living in hell. Chuck short ribs, $22. Bottom round steak, $14, $17. Chuck boneless, $13, $17. Okay, some ribs. Cube steak, $10.29. Pot roast, $28.86. Okay, bottom round, $15.92. Now, mind you, I am in Publix, right? But I went to Fresco, which is the cheap supermarket in the hood, and the prices were the same. Beef shoulder for pot roast, $37, okay? $28 for thinly sliced ribeye. T-bone steak, $22.43. I think that's okay. If you tell me if I'm wrong. New York strip, 2 New York strips, $30.95. Like, is beef a luxury now? Is eating the meat of the cow a luxury now? Eating cow meat is a luxury in America in 2025. Even look at this ground beef. $12.05, okay? $11.29 for literally 1 pound. This, as a solo person, I could probably make three servings out of that. The ground chuck is a little bit cheaper, but it's a little also more fatty, as you can see. They got the grass fed up here, $10 for 1 pound. Okay, $11.29, $12.39. This is absolute insanity. Like, I don't even remember the last time I had a steak, even a cheap one. Even a damn strip steak for a stir fry, which you're gonna put like noodles and vegetables, other things, $17, $18. Like, what is going on, man? Salmon too. Haven't had salmon in a long time because the price is freaking crazy out of control. People are not angry and suffering enough yet, clearly.
How are we supposed to buy a house when my rent is going up another $195 a month? It has gone up $720 in 4 years for the same place that I live in. $8,640 a year more for the same place I lived in 4 years ago. I'm sorry, property taxes are not going up that much that landlords are charging that much more. We have to stop blaming the economy, the government, the president. It is greedy people taking more profits in. When people tell you, just move somewhere else, why would I move to another state that's cheaper? Why should I have to uproot my family, lose my career, just to afford to live somewhere? You're implying people who live in where I live now don't deserve a fair shot at cost of living. And places with cheaper rent pay lower salaries. That's how this whole thing works for the most part. And my girlfriend's a teacher. Like, if she moves to a state with a cheaper cost of living, she might not even have a pension or her benefits anymore. Instead of telling the middle class to keep, looking somewhere cheaper, why don't you all align together and get people out of control that are doing this to us? You are always closer to being homeless than you are to being rich. Everyone just assumes one day they're going to get rich. And that's why they don't stand up for people just like them in the struggle right now. If not for the raise I got 4 years ago, I would be totally screwed. I don't even want to hand out or help. I just want things to not be so crazy expensive every year. Go buy pizza from where I work. Go buy my merchandise. I don't know. Not a handout, just advertising.